You're supposed to say good morning back, so I know you can hear me. Good morning. Nothing?
I'm just saying hi.
You have your hand up.
I'm just saying hi.
Restrooms are back there.
Nice going, Sal.
Good morning, everybody. I've missed you the last 2 weeks. So it's good to be back here with all of you at our senior center, our home away from home. So I welcome you to our fellowship where we take pride in honoring the first people of Florence, the Sayusla Indians, who strive to protect our environment where we are today. We give thanks to the tribe, past, present, and future generations. So I ask that you rise. We're going to sing our opening song, which is number 123, but you don't have a hymnal. You do have the words. It's called Spirit of Life in your program on the bottom right. Jeff will lead us through with the music. Ask that you sing Spirit of Life. And also, we ask that unless you're standing up here and talking, that you remain fully masked. We want to protect everybody as best we can. And yes, I have a sore throat. I just completed 10 days of having the crud, whatever that is. And not contagious, just telling you, it was a beating, let me tell you. When service is complete, I ask that you just leave your programs and the music on the tables, and we'll collect those for you. And as done in the past, Reverend Donna Smith is here today, and she will be meeting at the end of our service in the far corner in the back. We'll have a little dialogue circle, and then she'll go into her Raising Consciousness class shortly thereafter. So join Donna shortly after service concludes today. And as well, Catherine Heavens, are you available for affirmative prayer? Mm-hmm. We have a lovely quiet room behind me, so she'll be back there if you'd like to meet with Catherine. And a couple other announcements. Let's see, today at 1 o'clock at the United Methodist Church, our favorite United Methodist Church of Florence, there is a Juneteenth celebration starting at about 12:30-ish. I will be one of the guest speakers, so it'll be my pleasure to be there, and I hope that you'll join us. There'll be musical entertainment, and I think there's some food. The bento box people are there, so join us at the Methodist Church at 1, okay? And who's announcing the labyrinth? That would be Catherine?
I am.
There's a handheld mic right here. Or you can come in.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Rosemary, Alden, and I commemorate the summer solstice at the Labyrinth behind St. Andrew's Episcopal Church. This is at 2135 19th Street at 11 o'clock tomorrow, the 20th. Bring your intention for your life this summer, or renew an intention that is important for you. Then we walk the labyrinth in silence, and all are welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's going to be a lovely thing. And I think, Julia, would you like to come forward and talk about something at Habitat?
Normal weather. Isn't this a blessing? But it is temporary, and we are threatened. We are threatened by the environmental crisis. And so I want to urge you to take advantage of Habitat for Humanity, which is so focused towards environmental renewal and preservation. Volunteer. They can use volunteers at the Restore. shop at the Restore, donate the Restore, to the Restore. Also, if you have paint that you want to recycle, they can take that paint from you. They also have a big van that you can get. You have to file an application if you want to renew your home or do anything for your home, and they will help you do it. It's an environmental friendly asset to all of us here in Florence. And one last thing, they are having a breakfast. Normally Karen would come with me because we work together on our community partners. Karen can't make it. If anybody would like to come to the breakfast, it's on Tuesday morning at 8:30. Please let me know. I've been on the Interfaith Council now for several years, and Janelle twisted my arm and said, Tuvia, we want to see you. So I would like to have a good showing. So if somebody else would like to come with me to the breakfast Tuesday morning at 8:30, it's going to be at the Mustard Seed. Please let me know. Thank you and blessings.
Thank you, Tuvia, for all you do for our community partners. Really appreciate it. Hey, Karen, you have an announcement. Come on forward. I think she's going to ask for volunteers, so everybody raise your hand. So instead of saying volunteers, this is an opportunity for you to give back to our fellowship, okay? Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Stand right there. Stand.
I'm back. I'm really just filling in for Xana. But it is a chore that has to be done anyway. So I'm very happy to pass around the greeters clipboard. Sign. Sign.
Yeah, it's nice to volunteer your time and be a part of it. Edie, so glad you could join us today.
I am too, actually.
Yes, welcome to FOOF, where you too have an equal opportunity to be
Acknowledged by
acknowledged, in front of everybody.
Welcome.
So, do we have any other announcements, by the way? Do we have anybody here today for the first time? We would like to acknowledge you. We got one back there, two here. Anybody else? Can I bring the microphone to you? Okay. Okay. Just say, okay, Sally. Hi, who are you?
I'm Sandra McLaughlin from Davis, California. An old friend of Maya's. Old.
Oh,
Long time.
That's what it was said.
I'm David McLaughlin, also from Davis, and I'm glad to be here and be part of this service.
We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. We offer you this, it's a book, it's called Windows to the Light by an area author, and it's our way of saying welcome to our fellowship. Thank you, we're glad you're here. And back here, I think your name was Suzanne, is that right? So Suzanne, sorry to put you on the spot, but we kind of like to do that. And who are you? Oh, hi Karen. Oh, thank you. I knew that.
Okay, good morning. My name is Suzanne Draybeck. I live at the Florentine Estates, and I've been here going on 2 years. I'm here from Northern California. Okay.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being here today. We really appreciate it. It's good to see you, Karen. Yeah, thank you.
She's been here.
Lucy's, yeah. Hi, Lucy. How you doing? You gonna keep your phone off this time?
Good, sorry.
Okay, thank you. You know, we're so fortunate to have this space that we can use where our fellowship is under construction, reconstruction. How's reconstruction coming, Deb? Going good?
It is, we're in the middle of the drywalling.
We're in the middle of the drywalling, which means it's framed, the drywalling is going up, and now we're gonna mud and paste and sand it all, so
That's right.
it's gonna get dirty, isn't it?
It's already dirty.
It's already dirty. What do you think, are we good to go the end of July perhaps being done?
Well, we're still on schedule so far,
On schedule so far for the end of July.
barring any unforeseen circumstances.
There will always be unforeseen circumstances, but we'll get through them, right? Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Well, thank you for that quick update. And if there's any photos you want to give to us, we'll put them on the website, okay?
I've been doing it every other week,
Okay, good, good.
next week.
So, yeah, we've got the rest of this month and then into July, we'll be meeting here. Great space, right? We kind of walk in and whatever is set up and however it's set up, we make it work for us. So we appreciate the adaptability and your understanding of that. So Catherine, do you want to help me light the flame? Absolutely. You would be so kind to do that. We're going to open our service by lighting the chalice. I share these words from Jean Wallstrom. In this small flame dwell the beacon light of lanterns guiding travelers home, the warmth of hearth fires tended through the generations, the transforming energy of furnaces, and the power of life of the sun. May these blessings, warmth and light and life-giving energy be kindled in each of us. Blessed be. Blessed be. Catherine will now lead us through our joys and concerns. I'll help you drop some shells if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Okay, can I leave my book up here?
Yep.
Morning again, everyone. This is the time of the ceremony where we share our joys and concerns. We do this to connect, to gather support, to release something that no longer serves us, and on the other hand, to shine our joy, a much-needed commodity these days. If anyone has something to share, please approach the podium. As usual, Sally will hand you the microphone. And you can finish by dropping a shell in the cleansing water. It's like releasing the intention to the elemental universe.
And if you prefer, I can bring the microphone to you and I can drop a shell for you.
Yes. I have one first.
Okay.
So Carol Lorraine, an artist that we know here in town, beautiful silk art and mandalas, she has COVID and had to cancel the mandala workshop from yesterday because of that, but she will reschedule as soon as possible. I have a card right there on the table if anyone is, interested in signing it. And she will be fine, she will be well. And there's the shell for Carol. Anyone else?
Catherine,
Jeff?
David has it too.
Oh, and David as well. Okay, her partner. Okay, all right. Thank you, Deborah.
Just asking for all the healing energy you got. My little sister, she's 12 years younger than I am. She has breast cancer, and apparently it's the one that's really difficult to treat. So it's going to be a long, hard road, I guess. Kathy.
Words for Kathy. Did he drop a shell? I just wanted to say how grateful I am for this weather. We don't have any fires because we've had the rain, so we're still getting our sunshine and the warmth, and it's fantastic.
You got a sunburn.
I just was saying that. I've been enjoying the sun.
Yes. Anybody else? Ron, you want me to bring the microphone to you?
No, please,
You betcha.
navigating is not my strength. This past weekend, I was really fortunate. I was in Portland for my grandson Jack's 13th birthday. And we celebrated Father's Day a little early. And my daughter Jen's birthday is next week. So we had quite a celebration. And also, I got to watch Jack play in 2 basketball games. And he was unbelievable. I know people think I'm a little prejudiced, and I'm way prejudiced. But when you hear fans and parents in the stand saying, man, that kid is good, you know it's just not you.
I love the joy in all of that.
So this week, Judy and I were in California, and it was for me. I treated myself, something I've always wanted to do. I had a past life regression, and also a life between life session, and I gained a lot of insights. I got a lot to chew on. It was really enlightening.
Very great. Okay, will that make a full program for us on a Sunday?
We'll see.
Yeah, or a picnic in the park. Okay, that's it for today.
Okay, the last shell, Sally, for all those we don't know about, the shy ones, the depressed, the lonely, the ones too proud to reach out because they've always been the strong ones, and the ones bursting with joy somewhere right now and thinking of us. A little quote by Albert Schweitzer. At times our own light may go out, or is so low it is hardly felt. It is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame for us. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you, Catherine. So we do have an opening hymn. You'll find the sheet music inside your program. On one side is our responsive reading, on the other side is the hymn. It's called Sleep, My Child. Jeff is going to lead us in that with his music. If you'd like to rise and sing, it's a pretty simple song, and we invite you to sing along with Jeff as he plays this. Jeff?
I'm not sure there's a lead into this, so if you're ready to sing.
All right.
Peace attend you all through the night. I who love you shall be near you all through the night. Soft drowsy hours are creeping, ill and pale in slumber sleeping. I, my loving vigil keeping all through the night. Mother, I can feel you near me all through the night. Father, I know you can hear me all through the night. And when I am your age nearly, still I will remember clearly how you sang and held me dearly all through the night. While the moon her watch is keeping all through the night. While half the world is sleeping all through the night. Even while the sun comes stealing, visions of the day revealing, breeze of pure and holy feeling all through the night. All through the night.
That's lovely. Thank you. Good selection for the day, right? So I know we haven't said it yet, but happy Father's Day, right?
Yes.
This is also Juneteenth, as we mentioned a minute ago. It's also Pride Month. So I have selected this responsive reading called Rainbow Blessing in honor of Pride Month. And I ask that you join me in responsive reading. It's on the back side of your music sheet that you just got. And yeah, I'll start and you can join in where it says congregants. Okay. May the drag stage rise to meet you. May the world rise to accept and embrace you. May the rainbow of love enfold you. May your fluidity never be hindered.
May your pronouns always be supported and your dead name forgotten. May those who invite you into your life remain loyal. May your chosen family lift you up and catch you when you need it.
May you be able to catch others when they need it.
May you remember sensitivity is not weakness, but instead a great strength welling up inside you.
And until we meet again, may you remember that you are loved and
You are divine.
Thank you. So today we have a wonderful message from Reverend Donna Smith, who travels to us from Roseburg, Sutherland area. She brings her friends with her. Yay, we love that. And her title today is called Blessing for Fathers. And I ask that you welcome Reverend Donna Smith to our pulpit and let her lead us in this wonderful special message. And I think at the end you're going to enter into a little spoken meditation. Jeff will play a little music. So it's an opportunity for us to sort of hunker down into that particular message. So please welcome Reverend Donna Smith.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. Well, we had a wonderful drive over. Lots of talking, you know, my two friends with me, I love that. We even got to see some elk.
Yes.
And I'm really happy to hear about your construction project. And I just wanted to let you know, when my husband and I built our house, I was the house mudder. So if you need some help, I know how to mud. Yeah. So this is a big day of celebration. You know, and celebration is so important because it brings out that love and appreciation for those parts of our lives that, you know, bring us so much joy. And, you know, we need to keep focusing on what's really important in life. And celebration helps us do that. And as Sally said, this is Juneteenth. And this, I guess, is short for June 19. And it marks the day when the federal troops arrived in Galveston, Texas in 1865 to take control of the state and ensure that all enslaved people were freed. Now, the troops arrived 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. But at least they got there, didn't they? And this particular holiday didn't even come into effect or was not considered a federal holiday until June 17th, 2021.
Wow.
I think it was President Biden. So, but this is also Father's Day. So happy Father's Day. And do you know what the definition of a father is? It's a man who has photos in his wallet where his money used to be. And here's something that's very important, gentlemen. There is a statistic that says that no husband has ever been shot while doing dishes. I'm just saying. So last month I had the honor of speaking on Mother's Day. And so it's really a great honor to be here speaking on Father's Day. I love those two words, mother and father. For me, they just bring a feeling of warmth. I just love those words. I always have. But you know, the protection, the love, the warmth, I think are just enfolded in those two words. As an aside, you know, Jesus spoke Aramaic. And the word father in Aramaic, which is Abba, I think you're probably familiar with, was a word that they used for their spiritual teachers that they revered and had great respect for. But I don't think most of us know that that word they used for both male and female people that they revered. So I just wanted to give you that information because it's a beautiful word that can be all-inclusive. Now I want to share a story with you. You know me and my stories, I love stories. A man walking along a California beach was deep in prayer.
Suddenly, the sky clouded over above his head, and in a booming voice, the Lord said, "Because you have tried to be faithful to me in all ways, I will send you one miracle." The man said, "Build a bridge to Hawaii so that I can go there anytime I want." The Lord said, "Your request is very materialistic. Think of the enormous challenges for that kind of undertaking. The supports required to reach the bottom of the Pacific, the concrete and steel that it would take. It will nearly exhaust several natural resources. I can do it, but it is hard for me to justify your desire for worldly things. Take a little more time and think of something that would honor and glorify me." The man thought about it for a very long time. Finally, he said, "Lord, I wish that I could understand my wife. I want to know how she feels inside, what she's thinking when she gives me the silent treatment, when she cries, what she means when she says nothing's wrong, and how can I make a woman truly happy?" And the Lord sighed. "You want that a 2-lane or a 4-lane highway to Hawaii?" In 1909, Sonora Smart Dodd, one of 6 children raised by her father, petitioned for an official Father's Day. And on June 19th, in 1910, the state of Washington officially established a Father's Day.
Good for Washington.
Yes, and many states followed that. But it wasn't until 1972 that it became a federal holiday. Government just works slowly sometimes, don't they? Fatherhood. Fatherhood is a huge responsibility, a lot of hard work. And yet I think most fathers would say that it's very rewarding. I mean, there's some wonderful, rewarding things about being a father and just a man. For instance, your last name stays the same. You don't have to do all that paperwork after you get married. The garage is all yours. You can wear a white t-shirt to a water park. You can wear no shirt to a water park. Car mechanics tell you the truth, right? You never have to drive to another gas station restroom because this one is just too icky. Phone conversations last 30 seconds flat. And you can open all your jars. You can open, or excuse me, your underwear is $8.95 for a 3-pack. And you can wear the same hairstyle for decades if you want. You can wear shorts no matter what your legs look like. And you can do your nails with a pocket knife. You can do Christmas shopping for 25 relatives on December 24th in 25 minutes. A father has 6 items in the bathroom: toothbrush, toothpaste, shaving cream, razor, a bar of soap, and a towel. A mother has an average of 337. A man would be able to identify only about 20 of those. So your thoughts about your father or father figure may be mostly happy or maybe not. And I would love to think that every child has a great childhood with loving parents. But that's not true for all children. In fact, most people I have counseled say, you know, I love my dad, but I wish he had been more like this, or I wish he would have spent more time with me. There seems to be a lot of buts attached to that. You know, and as we look back to our own personal histories and the history of the world, in fact, we have put great pressure on our fathers. And in many ways, we still do that, even though the definition of fatherhood has changed somewhat. We have more stay-at-home fathers. We have some same-sex partners and spouses who are raising children and providing both the mother and the father caring for their children. These changes seem to be accepted in society now, when just a few years ago they may not have been so accepted. No matter the structure of your family, we have expected many things from the father role. no matter who is in that role. You know, traditionally, what we have put on our fathers is they had to be the wage earners, the providers for the family. They had to be strong and noble every moment, showing no weakness, and always with a shoulder to cry on. They had to be protectors of families and our nation at all costs, even at wars. Women have gone to war also, but the men have been expected to go. They have been the head of the family, making all the decisions, although that too is changing to now where they're, you know, the mothers, fathers, or the partners are making joint decisions, and that's good. That's taking some of the pressure off. Men don't cry. It's a sign of weakness, right? And they don't eat quiche. Yeah. Real men don't eat quiche. I have no idea. My husband used to make it. It was delicious. But they were expected to work very hard, were they not? They had to be an example for the children. They had to be a disciplinarian, a teacher, a fixer of all things. They had to be a counselor and a guide in all areas of their lives. And not only are they a father, but they're a husband, a son, uncle, and a brother. Okay? And you know the list goes on and on. So society has been very good at deciding and defining what a father should be. And when they cannot live up to all of those expectations that society has placed upon them because of the stress of trying to be that, society has even considered them unfit fathers, even their families, because they cannot do all of that. So we, I think, have done a great disservice to our fathers. We've put them on a pedestal and expected all of these things from them without realizing the great onus that we have put on their shoulders. You know? And it's nice to be appreciated and everything, but when you put somebody up there on that pedestal as a hero, it's hard for people to uphold that image because it really is asking a lot. So I don't know what your experience was with your father or your father figure. However, I would like to invite us to look at them as more of a human being, walking on this planet, learning and growing just like everybody else, especially in this role as father. You know, they were influenced by their experiences before fatherhood, which they carried into fatherhood as their beliefs. And all of this affects everything. But fathers have and will make mistakes that, you know, that's just like everyone else. But for some reason, fathers are supposed to be perfect. Great, great expectations. That really can't come true because there's nothing perfect, is there? So today I would like to invite you to let go of the expectations you may have put upon your father or your father figure and to release any of your disappointments. I would like for you to free yourself of any judgments and any unforgiveness that you may be holding. In other words, make a U-turn and begin to make a list in your mind, maybe even on paper, of all the things your father did for you to help you be the person that you are today. You know, you have received a lot of gifts. And when we start to think back and think about that, we can find them. Perhaps what you considered his weaknesses made you stronger. Perhaps the love from your father or the lack of love from your father instilled within you the importance and the value of loving. Perhaps the challenges he may have put in front of you helped you to know what you want and what you don't want and how to go for it. Perhaps his kindness and generosity landed in your heart and helped you treat people with love and kindness. And perhaps any pain that you experienced helped you to learn to forgive or open your heart to others. And Perhaps when we remember that we chose our parents, and our parents chose us before we came to this world, and we did that for some very specific learning reasons, it will help us realize the gifts that were given to us, both in the good times and the bad times. Taking expectations off of our fathers allows us to see them more clearly for who they really are, and to live in the moment with them, no matter if they're here or if they're not here on in this world. It helps us feel compassion and love, understanding, and it helps us be empathetic with their lives and experiences that molded them into the fathers that they became. Because your father is, was, and continues to be, from wherever he is, on whatever plane he is, a living gift to you. All things are in divine order and are here for a reason. And it is for each of us to open our eyes and our hearts. So letting go of those expectations will help you see your Father in a new light, in a more humane light. Because every father did do the best they could with what they had, what they knew, and where they were in their consciousness. Now, I have very fond memories of my father. We knew we were loved. He lived with 5 women. And I can still hear the pounding on the bathroom door of him trying to get in. I loved that he always had a tear when he opened his gifts. You know, and he was always home after work. We did things as a family. We played games, we went camping. And so we had a lot of family time. And he was so handsome, I always thought he should be in the movies. However, he almost ruined my my love life. When I was in high school, he'd open the door to the boyfriends coming to call with his gruff voice, right? My daughter is to be home by 10 p.m., and I do not mean 10:01. And, you know, it's a wonder I even had any boyfriends. But they kept coming back, so I guess it wasn't too bad. But I'd say, Dad, stop doing that. But he wouldn't. He wouldn't. You know, I was the first one, so he's very protective. By the time he got to number 4, you know, he wasn't so protective. Not outwardly, anyway. So I wish we had time for us to share some of the memories that you had for your father. But you know, you can do that for yourself. Remember the love. And now, you know, just allow any other feelings you might have had just to disappear. Forgive and be released. You know, whether your father is still here on this earth or not, he will receive your love and forgiveness and the messages that you send to him. I sent my messages this morning. As soon as I woke up, there was my father's shining face smiling at me. So it was really quite nice. So today we honor our fathers, and I have brought these roses as a symbol of our love and gratitude for our fathers. The red rose is for all fathers who are still living on this planet, and it is a symbol of deep love and passion. And the white rose is for those fathers who are no longer with us, excuse me, and have gone on in their journey, but who are still helping us from wherever they are, whatever realm they are in. And the white rose is a symbol of purity and innocence, eternity, and spiritual significance. So with these thoughts in our awareness, I would like us to go into meditation for just a few moments. So I ask that you relax. Close your eyes. Just take a couple of deep breaths. And then return to your normal breathing. Bring your attention to your heart. Feel its rhythm. I usually ask that you think of someone or something that brings you genuine feelings of love and appreciation. And today on Father's Day, I invite you to think of your father or your father figure. I invite you to envision him in your heart. Embracing him with love and gratitude. And hold him there. Remembering that he is a divine being. Hold him in that love. That love that will overcome any other feelings you may have. So today we say thank you to our fathers. For who you are in your spiritual essence and for your truth. For your strength and your courage. For your commitment to truth. For your sensitivity and your bravery. Thank you for sharing yourselves and your gifts with your family, your friends, your co-workers, and with the world. Thank you for your contributions to the lives of women. And thank you for your role in bringing children into this world. And thank you for your support and nurturing of women and children and family and community. We thank you for your ability to look out and see possibilities. We thank you for speaking your truth from the heart and letting your soul be seen. Thank you for being your authentic self. Just hold him in love, no matter what has happened in the past. Thank him for all that he did release him of any obligations for all that you thought he should be, or what he should have done. Free him and free yourself, and keep only the love. Course in Miracles teaches us all your past, except its beauty, is gone, and nothing is left but a blessing. So may cherished memories bring smiles and warmth, and may the love remain alive forever in your heart and in your mind. And for all those on a healing or forgiveness journey, I envision divine love leading and comforting you on this path toward lasting peace. So for all fathers around the world, for all the fathers who have left this world, for all the fathers of all generations, we love you. And we bless you. For each and every one of you is an integral part of the oneness of all of life, and we are grateful. So when you're ready, you can bring your attention back into this room. Take a deep breath. And have a wonderful day with your Father, whether he's here or he's in your memories. So thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Today in our class, we're going to talk about inner energy. Inner energy is different from our worldly energy and is with us all the time, as much as we want. So we're going to learn how to access that. So have a great day, everyone. And thank you for the opportunity to be here. I love being here with you.
Well, that sure gave me an opportunity to remember my dad. Thank you for that. Lovely. Just lovely. So we do have a community partner that we are supporting this month and next, and it's the Friends of Florence, the Van Fans. And I don't know if there's anybody here who might want to speak about it. Rod, did you speak last week, or do you want to talk today?
I'll talk today.
Will you? Okay.
I think I've mentioned before that the Band Fans are a fundraising group that helps support the bus that drives between Florence, Mapleton, Walton, Notay, into Eugene and Springfield. One to the Urology Center and the other one to the Cancer Center. The folks who come back on from the cancer treatment, which is typically chemo, it takes quite a toll on those folks. But the organization itself is completely, it's a nonprofit, but it's also completely, no gets paid. There are 2 buses, and they run daily, 52 weeks a year. And there's 7 directors and between 23 and 25 volunteer drivers. And they've been doing this since 1985 here in Florence. They are truly a wonderful organization, and we're very, very lucky to have them.
Thank you, Ron. So, yeah, that's one of our community partners. We also have 5 other community partners that we support throughout the year, but this one was selected for this month and July. So as we pass our basket around, we ask that you consider donating in 2 different ways. One is to the Van fans, the Friends of Florence, and the other is to this particular fellowship, to help us continue to move forward in the best way we can to keep our doors, quote unquote, open and available for those who want what we have. And we hope that that is more and more as we go forward in our new space, because we're going to have new comfortable chairs, right? Oh, we're going to have a cafe, we're going to actually have food and beverage, so we can get back to the days when we can meet afterwards. So anyway, that's your generosity. We ask that you consider that as we pass the basket. And if you're watching this virtually and or here in the room, if you'd rather give, you can go onto our website and make a contribution to, on our website there's a donate button, or you can mail us a check. And our post office box is 2502 Florence 97439. So as we continue forward with this, and before Jeff plays some wonderful music, I ask that you repeat after me. Divine love through me.
Divine love through me.
Blesses and multiplies all that I am.
Blesses and multiplies all that I am.
All that I give.
All that I give.
And all that I receive.
And all that I receive.
I am prosperous now.
I am prosperous now.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
So I'm going to walk in between the tables. It's the clumsy way to do it, but it's the only way I know how. And Jeff's going to play some wonderful music, and I ask that you open your heart and continue your spiritual practice of giving.
Oh, a little lively music.
I thank you most sincerely for your practice of giving and loving. Your contributions and love are received in grateful appreciation. So before we conclude, and because this is Juneteenth, Mark Levy has requested to play a little song for us in honor of Juneteenth. I invite Mark to come forward now. Please enjoy.
So I'm going to do a medley of some of the songs that help people's spirit, that kept their spirits up through the generations, that were sung in churches, that were sung in fields. And you're welcome to, if you know the song, to join in or clap along or jump and shout. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'd be a slave, I'd be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. No more moaning, no more moaning, no moaning over me. And before I'd be a slave, I'd be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind, Lord, stayed on freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind it was stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Ain't no harm to keep your mind stayed on freedom. Ain't no harm to keep your mind stayed on freedom. Ain't no harm to keep your mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Can I get an amen? Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let no Jim Crow turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let no Jim Crow turn me around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like the tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Black and white together, black and white together. We shall not be moved. Black and white together, we shall not be moved. Like a tree that's planted by the water, we shall not be moved. Well, back in the mid-18th century, there was a slave shipper, a captain of a slave ship. His name was John Newton. And he had an epiphany, and he decided, the legend goes, to turn his ship around and go back to Africa and unload the black slaves that he had just picked up. He became an avid abolitionist, and he wrote a poem which was later set to music. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I hymn, appropriate for today. And this was one of Dr. King's favorite songs. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome some. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. See you at the Methodist Church at 1 o'clock.
Wow. Very nice, Mark. Thank you. We'll see you at the church at 1 o'clock. Oh, I love it. Catherine, would you like to come forward and extinguish this mighty flame? I share these words from Eric Williams titled, May You Be Filled. May you be filled with the blessing of this covenanted community. May you carry them with you as you depart from here. May you discover the places in the world where these blessings are needed. May you have the courage to share them. May there be an open place within you to receive the blessings of the people whom you will meet along the way. Blessed be. So remember, Donna has her dialogue circle in class in the back of the room. Catherine will be behind here for affirmative prayer. And now we're going to close with our peace song. I ask that you rise. We're going to do a nice tight circle around all of these tables. We're going to hold hands, lock arms, or not, whatever your comfort level is. And form a nice tight circle, and we're going to sing our peace song. For those who don't know, the words are on the back of the program. And we need to tighten that circle up, scooch close. Just come through this way. How are we doing? You got a circle? Yep. Let's start a circle, Jeff. Can we start? The peace song, the oval.